want to say really quickly, there were, when I started, first of all, when I started, a lot of you were there. And I want to thank you so very much for being with me on this whole thing. You do not know how much it means to me to have been there with all of you. I can't be more thankful. But there were three things that I really wanted to focus on literally when I started the campaign. The first was, which was the only advice I got from my dad, but I thought it was terrific advice, was be yourself. Be yourself and all of the rest of it will work out. And I want to first thank Heather Cuzzy for allowing me to do that. And you put together a team and an effort that was just terrific, and I couldn't be more grateful for all that you did. I also want to thank the lovely and talented Cricket King. For making sure that I stayed myself and was actually still myself every day when I woke up and every day when I went to bed. I could not have gotten through this without you, so thank you so very much. So the second thing I wanted to do was to get to know Maine people as deeply as I possibly could, and get to know this state as deeply as I possibly could. And I was born here, I've spent a lot of years here, but this last year I have gotten to know it in a very different way. And I will tell you one of the things, I'll tell you one story from the campaign trail. I met a guy up in Rockland who was not particularly happy with my approach and how I thought that helping to grow the economy was actually also going to help workers. He was pretty focused on just the worker part. But we talked and he said, I do not believe I am ever going to be able to afford a house in Maine. I work my ass off every single day. Every raise I get goes to pay for health care or some other cost, and I don't believe that the system is ever going to work for me. And that conversation opened up a view into many, many people's lives here in Maine that I'm not sure many of us see. And I traveled all around the state talking to people who had that experience. And so I feel like it was really an opportunity to get to know Maine in a very different way, and really get to know Maine people in a way that was incredibly enriching and rewarding. And part of me feels like I am still myself, the person who started this race, but part of me feels fundamentally transformed by those conversations, by meeting those people and by learning the real struggles that they go through every day and what we can do to make them believe again. That there is this opportunity, that people really do have this hunger for a different conversation. And that was the third thing I wanted to do in the campaign, was I wanted to open up a place where we could talk about doing things differently, where we could make it a place where people talked about common ground, where they really got rid of the division, or at least the focus on division, and that there was a chance that people could believe again that government could do good things. That people were fundamentally good people, that the other side was not the other side, they were just your neighbors. I have accomplished the three things I set out to do. And I couldn't be more grateful, and I could not have done it without all of you. So thank you from the very bottom of my heart for all that you've given to me and to this conversation, and to other people's belief that there is a better way. Have a great night, everybody, and thank you so much. I'm so grateful.